Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a moment just to address some issues I've always had, and I've just now got around to doing some research and getting it squared away. Oftentimes I'll set up the machine for a cut, I'll zero out my Z-axis, make the cut, everything's just fine, and then I change to a different cut with a different mill. I re-zero my axis, but then for some strange reason the Z-axis gets all wampus. Sometimes it never even touches the work, sometimes it dives all the way through the work and ruins the piece, and I never really took the time to figure that out. I just thought I was doing something wrong. But it's even more prevalent in Mach 4 it seems than it was in Mach 3, and here's the reason why. So if we wanted to cut this simple hole here, we go ahead and post this process, and then when we save it, if we look at the editor right here, it goes to the G54 offset, but then down here at this line it puts in this G43 command and it puts a Z height and then the tool value. This is a tool height value. So even though I changed the tool and I re-zeroed, still it's going to try to compensate for the tool height, and this is to accommodate for automatic tool changing machines, and that's the problem right there. And the other thing was, I always go in and I'll remove this line here to stop this XY movement at the end of every cut. Well, what I found out is I can edit this actual post process and take these lines and comment these lines out, and then they just won't happen. So you cannot edit the Fusion post processes, but what you can do is go into your setup here and right click and go to this create NC program. Then you'll see here's the Mach 4 mill that I'm using, and there's no option to edit. But if we open this folder right here, now we're in the Fusion360 library. If you find your Mach 4 mill here and click on that, we can copy it and then go into the local folders, and you can see I've already pasted one in here and I renamed it Mach 4 mill no G43. So now I have this in my local folder. So if I just cancel out of there, so now if I go into here, into here for the post library, I can now go into my local libraries and choose this one and select OK, and now we have the option to edit here, so we can edit this post. Now to find that, what I'm going to do is go over here and go to this search, and I'm not sure why you have to go through all this and it just doesn't search what I have open, but it doesn't. So I'm going to say open folder, and it's looking in the Fusion360 cam post, and that's fine. Select that folder, and now here you can see what we're looking for, and I've already done the search, but I'll click on it again, and what you're searching for is the IS head configuration. So you type this in the search window, you hit enter on that, and that'll bring you down here on my machine. That's line 993, this IS head configuration. If you read down here to this right block, and you can see right here is that same line. This is putting in the G43 for the Z offset and the Z offset of the length. And you'll see yours does not have these two forward slashes. If you put those two forward slashes in before that and save, that will comment out that line, so it won't run that line. And then while you're in here, you can go down to the very bottom here, and if you're doing like I'm doing and you don't want that XY to return to home, we do the same thing here. Right retract XY, it's line 1976 on my machine. I put the forward slashes in and commented out that line as well. And then be sure to go up here to the file and save when you're done. And then whenever you're doing your setups, you only have to do this once, and just make sure that when you're doing your setup, post-process, see, I'm still at the Mach 4 mill here, so I need to go in here and click on this button and go to my local library and use my setup here and select that one. Now you can see it's my Mach 4 mill with no G43. And now when I post that same move, you can see that line has changed now. And it just goes to Z 0.6. And also the XY moves are missing. So I hope that helps. That caused me a lot of grief over the years, and I never took the time to figure it out. I'm not a professional at this, so obviously I wasn't really sure what was going on. I just assumed I was making some mistake somewhere, but after ruining my last piece of nice wood, I sat down and figured that out using the internet to find the answer for that. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching, and God bless.